What up, people? Pushing While Black here, and this is...
Hey. Oh, go ahead.
This is the Cowboys recap show. I'm Christian Dean, a.k.a. Pushing While Black.
And this is Minyon Garrett with the Rant Sport and Fitness.
All right, Minyon.
Yes.
Go.
What do you have for me, sir? Is it the crucial catch that Dez No Hands Bryant caught? Is it that? Is it that? What is it? Guys, Rant, Pushing While Black. What did we do tonight? Okay, what was that? Okay, this is what I don't understand. You don't want to clinch in New York. No, that's too easy, right? You don't want to clinch. You just want to give them the game and give them the benefit of the doubt that they got one over you. Two over you, actually.
And they still have an outside chance of winning the division, but, you know.
It ain't going to happen. But
that's neither here nor there.
Right. But this is what I didn't understand, okay? Early on in the game, we did not make any adjustments. At halftime, there were no adjustments made.
Right.
I was watching the same type of play all game long. There was no adjustments made. There was no adjustments to get Dez Bryant in the game early.
Although,
there was no adjustments.
Because they don't do that for whatever. He's the best receiver you have, but Beasley. Beasley.
I'm proud of Beasley. You know, he did what he did. And Terrence Williams, he did what he did. I'm proud of him. But at the same time, though, when you got your franchise receiver that you don't even utilize, and you decide to utilize him later in the game, it doesn't help the fact that he at that time when they were throwing him passes, he was messing up. That doesn't help.
I'm gonna need.
They were playing down to the level of their competition. The Giants weren't trying to win that game. Dude, Chris, the Giants were not trying to win that game. They didn't want to win that game. Look at the game. Look at it again, man. Look at it again. The Giants did not want to win that game. Dallas put it on a tray with wine and dessert and a dinner and said, "Here you go. Take the win. Take it from us."
Yeah.
What they do? They took it. They said, "Oh, you're going to allow us to hang around." Well, that's smart. Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Wow. Let's Dallas is letting us hang around, guys. We're gonna party a little bit.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was rough. I'm so tired of Odell Beckham, dude. I was hoping, Chris, and I love football, and I want to see Odell Beckham go across the middle and get lit up once. Where it changes his whole outlook on the NFL. I do.
So you didn't like the salsa dance? You didn't like the salsa dance?
I don't like the salsa. I don't like the wave. I don't like none of that. I'm sorry, dude. I'm frustrated at my boys the way they play today. That was horrible, dude.
Was it the cold weather? Was the defense that frustrating for Dak? I'm trying to figure out what happened.
I think it was a little bit of both. I think today they lacked testosterone. That's what I think.
He said really? Testosterone? Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes. They needed some juice, man. I don't understand why you would want to go out that way, though. Why wouldn't you want to clinch in New York and proclaim the victory? So then you can at least redeem yourself from the first game you lost against them. That's in my head, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, okay, we lost that first game because of the simple fact, well, we know what went down, okay? So we lost that first game, so we can come back out here now. We've got the hot hand. Let's go out here, handle our business, and win this game, move on to the next one, you know? But no. It didn't work like that. I know. Every game is different. I understand that. But Dallas should have won this game, Chris. get in field goal range. That's what I didn't understand. How?
If they got in the field goal range, you know, they like to hit uprights today.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That was
Bailey. I mean, I'm not mad at Bailey because I mean he's accurate 99% of the time. So I'm not mad at him, but I'm mad at the position they put him in though. Because,
No, I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. I'm mad at the position they put him in. He shouldn't have had to do that. That's the whole thing. Kickers should not have to do that. You know what I mean? They should be able to get to me, anything 40 and in, 40 and closer. They should get him there. They should have got him there. They should have. The line, dude. They couldn't stop that blitz, dude.
I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm trying to figure out why, like, how all of a sudden he's had a clean pocket every year, like you said. Dak has had a clean pocket every year, and then all of a sudden, like, when did the Giants? I'm confused. When did the Giants?
When did they have a super defense?
Thank you. Thank you.
When did their defense get souped up?
Because I don't remember the Giants being that.
That effective?
No.
I don't remember it.
Like,
I don't remember it either.
Because, like, Dez couldn't get involved. Dak was... Bro, on the real, I gotta be... He's starting to do... Bro, when he throwing the double coverage, man, I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's starting to make rookie mistakes, man. Not even rookie mistakes, but he's starting to make
Romo mistakes, sir.
Yeah,
that's what he's starting to do. Cause that where he threw, bro, he had how many interceptions? 2, 3?
I think it was 3.
Like, bro, like you can't throw in the double coverage like that. That one where he threw in the double coverage, and it was he undercut the route. It wasn't really double coverage, but the ball kind of fluttered, and the guy ran under him.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, homie, what are you doing? You're threatening. And then Dez, like, fell. The one interception wasn't his fault because Dez fell.
Right. That wasn't, I wouldn't have. Dez, he slipped on that play.
But the second one, I'm like, homie, what are you doing? You just threw that up for grabs, and dude, he wasn't even looking at the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't understand that. The game to me was another sloppy game, man.
But this time you didn't pull it out.
You didn't pull exactly. But you know what though? It's a great lesson. It's a great lesson for the Cowboys. To me, because it should wake them up. It really should, because now, since they lost to the Giants, you've been exposed now, like big time.
Yeah.
You know, you're not, and the thing is with the Cowboys right now, I'm looking at them right now through this game. This game, I could say that they're not a first half ball club, and I've seen it a couple of times throughout the season. But I can say that they're not a first half ball club with certain teams. But you can't be like that. When you get into the playoffs, you cannot play like that.
When you get into the playoffs,
you can't.
Like, bro, if the Giants make it to the playoffs, like, do you have confidence in this team to where they can beat the Giants?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do, but you know why I do? You know why I have the confidence?
Why?
It's because of the simple fact that, okay, you beat them twice. You beat Dallas twice. The stakes are up, okay?
But
I believe
Eli's having one of them years, man.
Yeah, he is. He is. But I don't think the Cowboys end up playing the Giants. But I think if they did have to play them a third time, and it being in the playoffs, I think Dallas could not blow them out, but I think Dallas could get them by like 14, maybe 17.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Because they have to, you have to look back at how you lost. And that's what they're going to have to do this week or tomorrow. They're going to have to look at how they lost that game, man. Because the penalties are starting to shock me.
Undisciplined.
Yeah. Because it wasn't even like that half of the season.
Right.
It wasn't even like that. So now you're getting beat by penalties? Penalties are beating you?
I'm trying to figure out, like, okay. I feel Dez's pain as far as not getting targeted. I really do. But at the same time, it's like, you gotta hold on to the ball, dude.
You gotta hold on, and you know what, man? I don't want to say Dez is not a great player because he is.
No, he is. He is.
He is. It's just, to me, it's like, okay, Dez, I love you, but dude, if we target you and you're blowing catches, man,
you gotta hold on to the ball.
I can't. Yeah,
you can't complain. You can't complain. You can't go on post game. You can't do that. And now to Dallas's, Dallas doesn't really move him around. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like you're still, he's getting the playbook more. Dak is getting the playbook more, and Garrett is asking him to do more. Okay, hence that pick, because I'm looking at that pick like, what are you doing? And
yes.
Eli had a couple throws like that too, but Church just couldn't, because Church had a couple interceptions that he dropped.
Yeah.
Let's be real, because Eli was throwing up some ducks as well, but Church couldn't hold on to him. And we're sitting there, and I'm like, oh, Eli threw 2 picks, but he couldn't hold on. You gotta be able to, they're not moving Dez around. You gotta be able to hold on to the ball when called upon. You have to, because I can't take you seriously when you're talking about, I'm not getting targeted, I'm mad. But when you get targeted, it's like I'm dropping passes.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that's really bothering me, because it's just Dez needs to like realize that he has a role to play, man, and
this kid is not gonna lock onto you.
Right.
If anything, he's locking on to Beasley, which I don't know, man. Like I have mixed feelings about, because Beasley is not going to lead you to the promised land. That's not your number one receiver. You need to figure something else out here.
Well, what I would do is, man, what they might need to do, and I know it's late in the season, but next year, what they might need to do is they may have to get another receiver, man. they really might have to get another receiver, and it's looking like that, because if he can't connect with Dez and even heck, he couldn't even he can't even really connect with Terrence Williams, really.
No.
When you think about it.
No. Beasley is his blanket.
Right. And when you think about this. You remember that last play by Terrence Williams where he had to come back for the ball?
Yeah.
See, that tells you right there. He was helping Dak out, is what he was doing.
Yeah.
He was like, to make sure that you don't toss it up, let me run back to the ball.
But bro, okay, I had a question, man. Is it a check down thing? Because I'm trying to figure out, like,
it's a check down thing. That's another problem that I have with the offense, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that Dak, he doesn't read defense as well, man. I'm watching him.
You've noticed that throughout the season, or is it just something tonight?
It's throughout the season because there's certain plays where he can't recognize a blitz coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like tonight.
That happened a lot today. That happened a lot tonight, man.
Now this is the difference, okay, between Eli, Tom, heck, even Romo. This is the difference.
Here we go.
Okay, he's a rookie. I understand that, and I'm not saying he needs to be able to read all the NFL defenses that come in front of him. But what I'm saying is that a seasoned vet quarterback that knows the game is gonna know when to check down, Chris. He's gonna see that safety coming up on the line. That's what I don't get. That's simple.
But my thing is when I'm seeing, because I'm trying to figure out. I know it's preseason, but I saw a connection with him and Dez during the preseason, and I'm seeing glimpses of it during the season, where it's like, okay, but then for the most part, that's why I'm like, move Dez around, because there's a comfort level that he's having with certain routes, that Dak is having with certain routes, where Beasley is having a career season. And it really, and it shouldn't, like last night, today, it's cold. It was cold. So, the ball is harder. It's going to be harder to catch. And we're going to get to the running game in a second. But it seems like there's certain routes that Dak is not comfortable throwing, or they're not comfortable giving him license to do it. And I still think, and you still think, that brother has an arm. Okay? So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is the problem to where he's not, what happened between the St. Louis game where him and Dez just had this poetry in motion type of deal, where now it's like there are days where he's not even, he's not even targeted. And we saw last week that Witten wasn't even targeted that much.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's the Beasley's having a good, as I look at the stats. Let me see. Okay. Beasley had 4 receptions for 41 yards. Terrence Williams had 5 receptions for 76 yards. Dak only threw for 165 yards and 1 touchdown. So it was a rough game. Like, both quarterbacks had, Eli only threw 28 times. Dak threw for 37 times. Okay, so it wasn't the best passing, exercise now. But I'm just saying, like, why is Dez not being? Are they only trusting him with a certain number of deep routes? I'm trying to figure out what's the deal.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, honestly, I have no idea. I tend to believe that they're going by playbook, obviously, but I think there are just certain plays that they have set aside to where it's like, okay, we ran a couple of these plays. These are the plays we need to start running this game.
Right.
I believe that there are certain players that they're singling out, man, to be the go-to guys, man.
Right.
And they're not letting him. I think he's just reading the play. Like, if the play is supposed to go to Jason Witten, it's going to Jason Witten.
Right.
It's not like, okay, here, this play is for Witten, but you can also look at Terrence Williams. You can also look at Dez on this. I think it's more like, okay, this play is for Witten, throw it to him.
So basically he's only knowing one read, and then he doesn't really know what to do.
I believe that's a little bit.
Or it's one read, man. And then it's like, okay, my check down is Beasley.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's my fallout guy.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what's happening. Like when was Romo's security blanket? Beasley is Dax, and it's like, okay, that's nice. I like Cole Beasley as a dude, but you got a hell of a wide receiver there. Use him.
Yeah, exactly. You got to use him, man. I totally agree. I just don't know. I don't know where their mindset is right now. Because I mean, I know after this loss, though, they all need to self-evaluate, really, because the defense really is what kept us in the game, man. The defense, I mean, in my opinion, played very well, even though they need to learn how to catch, boy. My goodness, man.
Yeah, Church had 2 beautiful interceptions, and he just couldn't hold them all. I'm like, really, bro?
Yeah, come on, man. Like, hold on to the ball, baby. You know, I just don't know where they're going right now, man. I mean, I know it's just been 2 losses, but those are 2 crucial losses, though, man. Because really, if you looked at the odds, we were supposed to win this game.
Yeah.
It was set up for us to win this game, man. We weren't supposed to lose to the Giants.
Yeah.
In theory, we weren't supposed to lose to the Giants at all.
Right.
You know, I could see it maybe 2 games from now, or heck, next week or something. You know, something like that. But not to the Giants twice, dude. That just the first game we can excuse because of the situation.
Right.
I really don't want to excuse it, but
I know you don't.
I can excuse
I know you don't. I know it's like, no, this ain't acceptable.
Right,
I already know you're acceptable. Like, no, this ain't right at all.
No, at all. And I mean, this one really is not acceptable.
Right.
I mean, because the Giants weren't playing like Super Bowl champions,
I mean,
dude.
It's the Giants. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. It's the Giants, bro. I mean, there's a reason, you know, I was talking to somebody else. There's a reason why there's a reason why it's called Good Eli and Bad Eli, okay? And Eli's having one of them years where he might mess around and win his third Super Bowl. Bro, do you believe that there's a chance that this dude, if he gets to the playoffs, might win 3 Super Bowls?
Who?
Eli Manning.
Who we talking?
Eli Manning.
If he makes it to the Super Bowl?
If he makes it to the playoffs. He's having one of them weird seasons where if he sneaks in the playoffs on the 5th and 6th seed, he might snap off and like win again.
I don't see that happening. I think Eli will probably finish his career with two Super Bowls, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he'll win a third. I just don't. Not this year. I can tell you that. Not this year. I just think that I really do believe with all the teams that are out there, like right now,
right?
Dallas, in my opinion, needs to step it up because they are in the lead as far as, you know, wins and stuff. But at the same time, man, when you've got the Raiders of all people, man, they're up what 10-3 now. They're 10-3. Then you got who else? The Patriots, who are 10-3. You know, and I mean, when you've got teams out there like that are lingering around, trust me, man, they're studying Dallas right now. They're studying them, and I believe too that if Dallas can turn it around, man, and get that offensive line going, man, back again, I think we can go a long way. It's just going to be real tough right now because that was a tough loss. That was a tough loss tonight, man.
Yeah.
If I'm Des Bryant, I'm not sleeping on that one.
I mean,
I can't.
If you're Des, you gotta hold on to the ball. Like you can't, because really, Dak is not gonna target you like that. He's just not And when I say target, Romo would just throw it up and be like, Des, you're getting the ball, and I'm just gonna throw the ball up in the air. and you go get it. Now, he wasn't as bad as Matthew Stafford with, Megatron, because he just put Megatron in really, really bad situations.
Yes.
Which is why Homeboy's done now. But still, you know what I'm saying? Dak, it really isn't going to, and maybe it's because he's young, and maybe it's because he's young, maybe it's because, the comfort level isn't there. Maybe it's naturally, maybe it's because naturally he just likes to pass the ball around. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. To me, it seems like, it seems like Dez needs to adjust, because this really isn't. I don't know. He needs to adjust, man, because he's not gonna get the targets that he wants right now unless he adjusts stuff.
Right.
Because
Exactly,
Dak
man.
doesn't seem really interested in making sure he has a certain number of yards.
Oh yeah, and that's true. And I mean, I get the fact that teams are doubling him and all that, but at the same time, man, he wasn't getting double that much tonight. If at all.
No,
really.
No, he wasn't.
So it's kind of like, okay, Dez, yeah, you need to step up your play, brother, because you are slipping.
Just hold on to the ball. All you need to do is hold on to the ball.
Couldn't do it.
Hold on to the ball. Just hold on. Just hold on to the ball, man. All you needed to do. Because if you hold on to the ball, like, that game might be different. We might be, you might be jumping up and down and be, how about them boys? Now it's just, and I think, who they got next week? Denver?
Yes.
Now, what you think about Denver? Because their defense is going to be better. You got not necessarily a rookie quarterback, but you got a young quarterback that doesn't really have the best set of skills. But it doesn't matter, because Trevor Siemian. All Trevor Siemian needs to do is be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, Chris, that with the Denver game, I'm not worried about it. I think Dallas will pull that one out. Dallas will win. It's just this game, to me, they took. I don't want to say they took it lightly, but they took it. I don't even know how to explain.
I don't want to say they took it light. I don't want to say they took it lightly at all. I don't think they took it lightly at all. I think the Giants always play Dallas hard, though, man. You can't really say that they took the game lightly, man, because Dallas always made sure that they were that they played hard against the Cowboys. That's always been a thing with them.
Yeah, I think that one of the key factors too is that coaching too, man. I mean,
what happened with Ezekiel Elliott, man? I need need clarification with that, bro, because help me understand. Because what happened? Like, he had 100 yards, but why was he not? Quiet. Why was he not able to get in the end zone? I need help. Like, why was he not catching passes?
Dude, to be quite honest, man, he can't do nothing without that line, bro. I mean, Chris, he can't do anything without that line. And one of the things too is that I forgot how many carries he had. Was it like 15?
Let's
maybe
let's
20?
Let's look at the stats real quick. I'm multitasking here. Okay.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott, 24 carries, 107 yards, 4.5 yards per carry, average, and 0 touchdowns.
Okay, well this plays a factor too. Time of possession.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have a lot of time, dude. Look at the time of possession and tell me how much time we had the ball.
Time of possession? Okay.
Yeah. And then you look at it compared to the Giants. That plays a real key factor right there.
Mm-hmm. Dude, Dez only had one reception. Wow.
One reception,
and 10
Chris.
yards, bro.
See?
Wow.
That's horrible. That's your number one receiver, and he's got one catch?
Yeah. That's
one?
That's no bueno.
No bueno is correct.
That's no bueno. That's the guy. That's the dude that you like. That's your best player on your squad. Okay, here's the deal. Time of possession was actually close. 30 minutes and 52 seconds versus 29 minutes and 8 seconds.
See, wow.
So it was close. It just seemed like they were more efficient.
Well, yes, they were. They actually were able to get the ball to their receivers.
Mm-hmm.
They ran and gashed us with the running plays. I mean, they were hitting us all on the sideline with these screens. I mean, I'm really surprised the score didn't get out of hand, really, because they had opportunities to do it.
I'm not surprised. I'm not. We did just because I'm not saying Eli's bad, but just it was cold and it was a bad game, dude. It was on both ends. It was not a good game at all. And I was just how you're watching the game and you're like, this is not gonna go well.
Right, it's not. You knew it.
This is not gonna go well at all. This is gonna be very, very. This is gonna be one like I'm watching this game and I'm like, this is gonna be a very long game.
It's very long.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, I'm sitting there, dude, and I'm like, dude, this is gonna be an ugly game. I remember like during halftime, I had somebody call me and was like, what you think of the game? And I'm like, this game is really ugly. And like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, offensively, it's really ugly. And did Ezekiel, did they stop him like to a certain point?
Yeah, it was blue helmets all over him, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised he got what he got. Because when you look at it, it's like, man, dang. Well, he's really having to fight for these yards. Because he was really having to fight for them. Because, don't get me wrong, the line was holding up for him a little bit. But, it was to the point where it was like, okay, he's not able to bounce out like he normally does.
Yeah.
They shut him down on a lot, man. And if your running game isn't working, then you gotta throw it.
And they did. And
they did.
Dak put up some balls in harm's way. And I was just like, wow. That was not what I expected. So
yeah. But do you know what? At the same time, like I said, the line, man. The line had the defensive line of the Giants had Dak Prescott on his heels. Yeah,
and it was kind of worrying me a little bit because in the end zone, like the last play of the last series that they had, I was because he almost had a safety, bro.
Yes.
I think it was second down. He almost had the guy missed the tackle, but he almost had a safety.
Right. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah. I don't know. This week, man, this week it's frustrating, but at the same time, I'm proud of them, but we can't lose like that, man. We can't afford to lose games like that.
Well, it's the Giants. Have solace in thinking that this is the Giants, and the Giants had your number, and they're having one of these seasons where they might mess around and win a division because Philly is kind of coming back to earth, and so is Well, I don't know about the Redskins. The Redskins are always going to be, but Dallas got the tiebreaker for the Redskins, don't they?
I don't. They might. I don't think they do though.
Okay.
Why would they have a tiebreaker though?
So they don't.
I don't think so.
Okay. So
yeah, I have to check on that.
So man,
it's not over though, because the Cowboys can still clinch.
Yeah.
They can still clinch. They just didn't do it in New York. I wanted them to do it in New York.
I don't want. I know that they can still clinch. I'm just worried about like first round playoff or second round playoff, opponents.
Who do you think will have in the first round?
Ain't no telling.
You had to guess.
Ain't no telling. Probably if Green Bay somehow sneaks in a wild card, probably Green Bay. Because they're going on a tear. It'll probably be somebody on the NFC North, one of the wild card teams there.
Yeah, you can see that, huh?
Because dude, I think Detroit's gonna end up winning that division, and that's very surprising to say. As I watch my Bears piss away another game.
Yes, unfortunately, man.
And I being a Bears fan sucks, dude. Because we're just so bad.
I know, man. Dude, one day.
And Matt Barkley's a nice. I like Matt Barkley as a player. You know what I'm saying? But
there's a but, guys.
It's just
pushing while black.
It's just they start bad. The first half is just so bad, and then the second half they just I don't. He throws and it's nice, and then it just dude, and like you let Matthew because he can't throw the ball, bro. Matthew Stafford, he has an injured hand. He can't throw the ball, and you let this dude run in 9 yards? Really?
Right.
Come on, man. We could have won that game. That was frustrating, man. It really was. And I like Matt Barkley as a quarterback. I think I'm not saying you shouldn't draft one, but I think he's a developmental. But I think you have to have you have to build an offense around him. But it's just like, because I don't believe in, because I'm probably going to hear it tomorrow. Like, yeah, we need to, from Chicago sports media, we need to tank the season. And it's like, no, you can't tank the season in football. And you got to hope that, like, your GMs, because it's not like basketball, where you can tank the season, get that number one pick, and then, just pick the right player and then dominate. A lot of times, your number one player and your number one pick in football is just part of your draft. So it's like I would rather win, especially with Detroit, because you want to talk about a team that didn't really want to win and try to do whatever they could not to win that game. It was the Lions, man. They the most random 8-4 team I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's right now it's crazy for a lot of teams. But you know one team you won't have to worry about? The Cleveland Browns.
Dude. Okay. I need Robert Griffin to do me a favor. Please run. Just run. I know you don't want to run. I know you want to be a pocket passer. You're not a pocket passer, homie. You're not. I need you to use that track speed, and I need you to run. Okay? Just whatever's left of it, because I know you're brittle and, you're 180 pounds and you get hit and stuff. But they're just not good. Cleveland is just, like, I'm trying to. They're just not. They're just not good. I don't know what to. I don't know how to solve that problem. Cause is anybody coming out the draft this year? If you're Cleveland, I just have to have.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
Right. Is there anybody in the draft that's coming out the draft this year that are from Cleveland I just have to have? Is there anybody?
Man, I can't think of anybody.
Dude, it just I need, heck, man, like, I don't know, put Terrell Pryor in there. Cuz whatever's happening with the Browns, I don't know. I don't know what's happening, man. It's just they're just not good.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Did they win the game yet?
No, Cleveland?
Yeah.
No, they didn't win no game. No, they haven't.
Cleveland Browns, you are now on the clock.
Yes, exactly. Let's go ahead and let them draft now.
Right.
So they can be ahead of everybody. So, man, that's whatever's happening in Cleveland.
And if I'm the Heisman winner, the dude from Louisville, that won the Heisman as a sophomore, be very, very grateful that you're not getting drafted this year, because you'd be going to Cleveland.
Yeah, exactly.
With no line.
Yeah, man. No line. I hope they don't do him like that.
Who?
I hope anybody that goes in the first round does not go to Cleveland, bro.
They're gonna go to Cleveland. You know who's probably
you better do like Eli Manning and fight that and say, I don't want to be no Viking. Remember that?
Or yeah, he didn't want to go to San Diego. I remember that because Phillip Rivers got drafted by New York and Eli got drafted to San Diego and he didn't want to go. And as I think about it, the reason he didn't want to go was because the offensive line was bad.
Yes.
And Archie forced that deal. He forced that trade.
Yeah, he did. I wonder how he did that though. Like, how can your parents force a trade? Like,
he basically talked to the agent, and he was like, "Get my son out of that city because the line is bad." And he knows, and Archie knows what it's like to play on a bad offensive line, and he didn't want that for his son.
Yeah, I know it.
To me, I think he made the right decision. 2 Super Bowl rings later.
Right. Which is just, it's mind blowing.
Let's see who else. Let's see who else won today. Yeah, Green Bay. What? Okay, what is happening with? You think Green Bay is gonna do anything? Because they won 3 in a row, man, and they beat Seattle today.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I look at it. I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, look at what's happening, dude. This is gonna be an interesting playoff, Chris.
Man, you telling me, like, and Cam Newton, bro. I'm trying. Did you see the post game, man, about what he was wearing?
Who?
Cam Newton.
Yeah, I saw that. The one he got in trouble for.
No. This was this year. This was this week.
Yeah. I'm talking about the one where he couldn't. They sat him out a game, right?
No, they sat, bro. Like last week, they sat him out one series. He didn't start. They sat him out one series, and can't think of that brother's name. It'll come to me when I get off the phone with you. But the backup to he had one good season. The backup to Cam they put him in there, and he threw a pick, and he threw a pick, and they ran it back, and the whole reason that happened was because they said it was because he didn't wear a tie and a sport coat on the plane. Really?
That was this week's.
Really. You know.
Okay.
And then that was last week, and then this week, for whatever reason, he decided to come to the press conference looking like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory.
Wow.
And you have people saying the memes are already starting, bro. The memes are already like, people are saying Cam looking like a strong, independent woman. You know, like he's passing out the golden ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
I gotta see that one, man. I did not see that meme yet.
Bro.
Passing out the golden ticket.
He's passing out the golden ticket, yes.
I gotta find that meme, dude. I totally did. Oh, man.
The one that's like this I'm seeing rolling around is he's a strong, like Cam looking like I'm a strong, independent woman that don't need no man.
Oh, no. Oh, no, man. Oh, my God.
Just go, bro. Just get a suit. Go to Men's Warehouse, buy a suit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, or here's a thought. Remember when Deion Sanders used to wear suits, and he would have in every team he played for, he had a matching suit. Remember that?
Yeah.
Just do that. Just do that.
Just do that. That's all you gotta do.
I would do Craig Sager. Be the football version of Craig Sager, man. Go to that spot in Valley View Mall. Remember this? Remember this spot in Valley View?
Yes.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm talking about, right? The boutique.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what we're talking about, in Valley View Mall. And Valley View Mall is it's gonna be they're gonna be tearing it down soon.
Yes.
But before
Valley View Mall, guys.
But before Valley View Mall went to, before like it shut down as a mall, like they rented everything out to like independent businesses and artists. So there's an art walk and there's all these artists creating things, but then there's also like these hood boutiques. So there was this one boutique that was like on the first floor. So when we used to go to the movies, we would pass by his boutique, and this dude that was the only place where you could get Kangol hats of any color. And then he would have these random patterned suits that made you look very special. Kind of like kind of a mixture between Baptist preacher and pimp. Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. That's what, if you're just gonna be weird, and it reminded me of like when Craig Sager like would do all these crazy suits. It reminded me of those. And I just think Cam needs to just do that. Cam, just go get you some weird suits and just use the weird suits. Ben, you ain't gotta look, you don't have to look like the church lady, fam.
No, man. Some of that stuff, I mean, I know he's trying to make a fashion statement. I don't have a problem with it. It's just, some of it is just kind
of different for no reason.
Yeah, it's costuming. Like, and I mean, I guess, it may be, we're artists, Chris. We know we're artists. We always try to be different in some way.
Yeah, there's
some facet,
there's different, and then there's I'm about to be on social media for the next day.
Yes. I am what you need to talk about.
Exactly.
For the entire week.
Exactly.
I guess for fashion though, man, I just don't understand the craze of wearing slacks that come above your ankles. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand that. I don't get that craze. I'm still trying to understand how that became something to do. But I tell you what, though, man, you better make sure your ankles are not ashy, though.
Still trying to figure that out? Wow.
Yeah, you got to make sure your ankles. See, that's crazy to me, man. Like, I mean, some of the stuff that they do is just pretty wacky. Like, I saw Cam Newton one time, man. I can't remember when it was, but he was wearing a top hat with some Harry Potter glasses. I was like, what are you wearing, guy? You know? But
my guy Jason Goff said he looked like the planter's peanut.
Oh my goodness.
Wearing the monocle, man. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, it's some pretty wild players out there that do stuff. Because you remember the running back for Washington Redskins back in the day, man. What was his name? He played for the Miami Hurricanes. Oh man.
I know who you're talking about. It wasn't McGahee. It wasn't McGahee, was it? It wasn't McGahee, was it? Willis McGahee? Yeah.
No, it wasn't Willis McGahee. It was Curtis. No. Oh man, dude, you're gonna make me look this up. Let's see. Washington. Yeah, dude, it was. he always used to wear. He used to wear like wigs and glasses.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name though.
It's gonna come to mind.
Right. It's like as soon as we hang. Oh, that guy.
Clinton Portis. That was his name.
Oh, you brought it back, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Clinton Portis. That was his name, dude. I remember now. Yeah. Dang, I didn't even have to look that up. It just came to my tongue, guys. Yeah, Clinton Portis. He used to do elaborate stuff like that. He really did. And I just... NFL is kind of funny, but it's entertainment, though. So, I mean, does it really shock you that they do this?
Nah, I just find the memes hilarious.
The memes are hilarious. Looking like something to talk about.
Looking like a strong, independent woman. Wow.
Cam's trying to stay relevant, man.
I guess.
Cause I don't know. I don't see Cam getting back to the bowl, bro.
You don't see Cam getting back to the bowl?
Nah, at least not with Carolina.
Not this year, at least. Like,
no, not this year. He fell off
badly, and
Cam got lost with the Dockers and the Sassoons. He didn't know which ones to pick.
Damn.
I'm sorry. Did I say that? Oh, man. Oh man.
Damn.
That was low. My bad.
Damn. I'm so damn, man. Wow. Wow.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm just not a Panther fan, but
that dude's looking like a church lady on Easter Sunday. What is wrong with you, man?
Does he have a fan with him? Like,
dude, it almost looked like you pulled one out, man. Like, oh man. Tell you how uninspiring the Cowboys game was. We're talking about Cam Newton's wardrobe. This is like,
yes, exactly, guys.
Really, I mean, going back to the game, there's really nothing you can really point to now.
No, it's nothing that we can point to.
It's just the clunker of a game. Like, Dak played. Dez couldn't catch. Dez trying to do his best T.O. impression.
Yeah, he was That's rough. You know, in my head, I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say it.
I'll say it for you.
You said it?
It's fun.
I didn't want to say it, but dang, Chris. Woo-wee. Well, you know what, man? Okay, at this point, do you think Dez Bryant is a great receiver?
Define great, because he's...
Do you think he'll leave? Do you think he'll leave with a better record than Randy Moss?
No.
You don't?
No. I think what's going to end up happening with Dez, quite honestly, is we're going to be discussing is he we're going to be discussing is he a Hall of Famer? Like, you know how like Randy Moss, first ballot Hall of Famer. Jerry Rice, first ballot Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Then there are guys that are like we question T.O., right?
Yes.
There's an argument that could be said, like Chris Carter, Hall of Famer, right? Chris Carter's Hall of Famer, right? He's been there. We saw the speech. You know what I'm saying? There's no shadow of a doubt that he's a Hall of Famer, right? When it was an opportunity for him to go. With Dez, we're going to be saying, is Dez a Hall of Famer? And we're going to have that discussion. Just like with T.O., we're saying, is T.O. a Hall of Famer? Because not necessarily Dez is bad. He's a very good player. But we're going to be questioning him, is he a Hall of Famer?
Right.
And this is going to be one of them seasons where it's going to be like he's gonna have like an okay season. And to me, I'm not saying trade, because I wouldn't trade Dez Bryant unless they're giving me a number 2, like they're giving me a second round pick. Like, what do you think Dez is worth?
I don't know, man. That I would have to think about that one.
Right.
Because I mean, if they were to trade Dez Bryant, who would they go for? Like, I mean, that would be a tough one.
What would you want for him?
If I was the Cowboys, man, I would say offensively. Well, I will say it. Offensively, I would want a receiver.
Mm.
Defensively, I'd want another safety. Maybe another couple corners. But I was thinking in my head, you know, Dallas just next year.
Mm.
If you still want to keep Dez, I would try to make a trade or some kind of agreement to try to pull somebody away from somewhere else. Like, I was thinking, you know who would do well here?
Who?
Antonio Brown, Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yeah.
He'd do well here.
Here's a thought. What exactly do you draft? Now we're talking about receiver help. You like Terrence Williams, right? When he's playing intelligent, right? When he understands what he has to do. We like Terrence Williams as a second receiver, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Beasley's that slot receiver. He's probably gonna retire a Dallas Cowboy, right? And more than likely, you know, if I'm the Cowboys, I get another player like, you know, another scrappy, you know what I'm saying, white dude that is still kind of hanging out. Is, you know, maybe a baby Beasley type of person, right?
That's a tough one.
Now, if we're talking now, you know, you're gonna draft if there's one available, you're gonna draft a rookie receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like this, but if you're looking for veteran help, Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
You think
I can see that.
You think Brandon Marshall will do well here for a season?
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's kind of a head case, though.
And Dez, is it?
I mean, who do you think's more of a head case?
That's hard. And Dez is younger, so you deal with the youth. I think with Brandon Marshall, his head caseness is diagnosed. He's taking medication. Literally, I'm not making this up.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, he has a borderline personality disorder.
Man.
He's actually doing really good with the mental health community as far as awareness. So I can't fault him too bad for that. But
yeah.
would you like, I'm trying to figure out exactly, okay, who would you pick or who would you trade for? Because I'm either trading for a high draft pick so I can draft more, or I'm trading a wide receiver.
Yeah, I'd have to trade for. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I would have to get some really good picks, man. I just can't think of who I would want, man.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, I guess that's something that we can do for the off season, and we can kind of we can kind of work out for because they can't trade them now because it's past the season. So what are we?
I'm just speaking. I wouldn't trade him, but just it's a thought that I have to have.
I wouldn't trade him either. I would take phone calls though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would take phone calls for Romo. If I'm telling you right now, if I'm Minnesota, you go get Romo. Like I said it last week. You go get Romo. That's the home. That's the guy, because if you put him in a dome for most of the season, and you because I think he's better than Sam Bradford.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
So if I can get a couple of picks for Romo and I can get a couple of picks for Dez, the Dez thing isn't going to happen. But we can ask these questions because the rapport between Dak and Dez, it's not consistently there.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So I feel like, if somebody wants to if somebody like is calling you up and is like, can we get Dez? If I'm Steven, I'm taking a phone call.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying? So, but anyway, man. So give me your predictions for, and I know you said it earlier. Give me your prediction for the Denver game.
The Denver game. Woo. Well, I think Dallas will beat them. I want to say Dallas will get them by 10 points. Like I say, man, right now it's the tail end of the season. I think that with the way that we're playing right now, I wouldn't be surprised if we finish the rest of the season with close games, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Dallas is going to dismantle anybody for the rest of the season.
No.
They're not going to just sit up and dismantle somebody. I think it's going to be all close ones. Like, it's going to be close scores, like 17 to 10.
I think it's going to be
20 to 17.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be.
I think that's how they're going to finish.
I think the next game is going to be a very tight game like this one because the defense is better. I also think that Dallas has a great chance to win this game because I think Dak is better than Trevor Siemian. But, you never know.
I think what's going to happen this week, they're going to make some adjustments. They have to, man. They're going to figure out a way to get Dez the ball earlier on because obviously by getting him the ball in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, it's not working.
He's not. You got to get him comfortable. He's not comfortable.
Yeah.
Like waiting
Dez needs. You know what? I would say Dez needs at least 3. He needs 3 to 4 looks a quarter.
Right.
He needs 3 to 4 looks a quarter, man. Because in order for him to stay productive,
right,
he needs to touch. He's like a basketball player, man. A basketball player. Okay, yeah, you need to get him the ball. Let him get hot. Once he gets hot, see where he can take him. But he's got to touch that ball. He's got to touch it in order to get hot.
Right.
He may miss a couple shots, but he may end up making 5 or 6, crucial catches that pretty much dictate the way the game's gonna be won. So I think I think they just need to get Dez in the game early, and he needs to be balanced because he's not balanced right now.
Right.
He's very unbalanced and very unstable. It's almost sickening to look at because it's like, dude, where is Dez? Like, where is he at?
Like, again,
is he playing?
Again, we like Cole Beasley. We do. We love the sauce. But that's not gonna lead you to the promised land.
Right. Really, it should be this. Dez should be torching people, and when things are getting crazy for Dez in the game, then they got other worries to worry about.
Like, you got a Hall of Fame tight end. Use him.
Exactly. And then let Beasley be the one putting the daggers in them with 10-yard catches, 20-yard catches. Let him do that. Let him hit them little daggers. Because really, that's what he is anyway. I mean, he's one of those. Hey, I'm gonna run 10 yards really fast. Toss me the ball. I'm gonna catch it.
Right.
He's one of those. You put him on a curl route or a slant. He's got it. He's got it, man. He's a slot. Get Terrence in the mix. Get Terrence comfortable, but not to the point where he feels like he's the number one. You can't do that.
Right.
He shouldn't be the number one. You can't forget about the talent you have on the field. And I sometimes do believe the Cowboys forget that. And I hope this week they turn it around. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky Whitehead. I don't know why he thought that he could just be late to meetings and not have to face the repercussions of it. I mean, really, come on, man. They really needed him this game. Really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because there was a lot of space that he could have took advantage of.
Exactly, and I seriously thought that he wasn't going to be the missing puzzle piece that they needed. And then I retract my statement because really they really needed him.
Because when you see Beasley try to do the same things, it's like, okay, Lucky's a little bit faster than that. Right.
Yeah, he's a little bit faster than that. He can turn up that gear a little, one more notch. It's just, I don't understand it, man. But hopefully this week they turn around and get some things fixed.
Yep.
And we beat Denver by 10 points.
And then and then the Cowboys
we clinch in Denver.
And they get that bye.
They get that bye, yes, sir.
And they watch the carnage for a week and see what happens. And hopefully Eli doesn't have a crazy, playoff, or Aaron Rodgers doesn't have a crazy playoff, and like they somehow sneak in because he runs the table and some crazy thing happens. And hopefully this was just a minor blip and everything will be fine. But if not, then that's going to be a heck of a season. It's going to be a heck of a week for you and all my Cowboy people.
Yes, it is, and we know that.
Yes.
You know, we know that.
So what's your score? What's your prediction?
I picked Dallas. I would say, let me say, comfortable 2017.
2017. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it'll be another slugfest, and I think it'll be 17-13 Denver.
Okay.
I think this will be the first. I think this will be the streak. This will be like the defense will frustrate Dak again, and they'll have their first real losing streak.
Yes.
So.
And that's gonna be trippy.
Yep, it's definitely gonna be. Then I'm definitely gonna love to hear that call if there's 2 in a row. Let's
hope we don't get that call.
Right. Let's hope you're jumping up and down and yay, like domination. But I think that defense is gonna be good enough to where, it's gonna give the Cowboys problems. But it'll be an interesting game.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I seriously hope that they, like I said before, they make some changes this week because they need to, man. Mm-hmm. Put this game in the past. Sleep on it tonight. Start prepping for next week.
Right. Exactly.
Because Von Miller's coming.
Yes. Exactly.
Shoot, man.
Problem. But
he's no easy task.
No. I'm interested to see how the line is going to hold him.
Exactly. Yeah, man. That because he's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
He's a problem.
Definitely.
So I hope that, like I said, I hope they make the proper change, the proper adjustments. They need to at least have. They need to have a sit down with Dez and be like, Dez, look, man. I know we ain't got you the ball, but this week we're gonna try to open up the playbook for you, man.
You have to catch the ball, though.
Yeah, you got to catch it, man. You have to catch it. And I, for one, I'm tired of hearing him complain too. But that's what you do to a complaining receiver, though. You throw him the ball, and if he misses and catches, you tell him, man, look, here's the proof right here, man. You missing catches. What are you going to do to correct this, Dez? I mean, boy, he blew. I mean, tonight, that's playing in my head. Boy, you blew a vital catch. But you know what? In a way, though, really, it shouldn't have come down to that, though.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have come down to that. See, that takes me back to the Green Bay game when Dez had to make that catch. They shouldn't have been in that position in the first place.
Right.
To where they had to win like that.
Right.
So tonight, they really shouldn't have been in the position they were in.
Mm-hmm.
They should have come in and handled their business the way they were supposed to. Bottom line.
Right.
They should have come in, put up the points they needed, played well, made some adjustments, and won the game. Because tonight, what we saw, the Cowboys beat themselves. The Cowboys beat themselves, Chris. That's what they did. They beat themselves. And when you beat yourself, they got beat by Odell Beckham. They got beat by penalties.
They got beat by not catching interceptions.
Yes, they got beat by not catching interceptions. Vital things that could turn the game around.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why they lost.
Church had two beautiful ones, including one that he caught. He just couldn't hold on to it.
He couldn't hold on to it.
Like that was a beautiful punt arm pass that Eli threw right to Barry Church, and he couldn't hold on to it. And I'm like, bro, you gotta hold on to that one. That one was like a receiver pass.
That was a gimme. That was a gimme right there. Boy,
I'm sitting there like, come on, man, you gotta catch that one.
You gotta do it, and it goes by discipline, man. If Look at one of those passes that he caught. He tried to catch it with his body. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you catching it with your chest? Catch it with your hands, baby. Come on now. That's fundamental 101. Don't catch it with your chest. Catch it with your hands. Dang, boy. I mean, it was just so frustrating to me, man. I mean, he's trying to catch it and cradle it. Ball hits his chest, bounces off. That's why they say don't catch the ball with your body. You catch the ball with your hands. Plain and simple.
That's why he's not on offense. That's why he plays defense, because he can't catch.
Because he can't catch. You know what, man? And I'm tired of that too, man. They need to treat defensive players like receivers, corner safeties, and all that. Y'all, they need to know how to catch. I don't care what it is. They need to know how to catch a ball, man.
Right.
You know, they really need to focus on that, because that turns games around, dude.
Yes.
You know, think about it. You got a cornerback that can be a receiver as well.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that, man. Come on.
They can just. All right, you're gonna play both sides in the NFL now.
Right, exactly.
And you physically can
though.
do it. Right. You physically can do it.
Right. So that's what made Deion great, man.
Mm-hmm.
He could catch.
Never.
You gonna bob it up in the air? Okay.
Never met a tackle. He liked though.
No. That dude would grab your jersey and sling you outside.
Right. But
he'll grab your jersey.
But as far as tackling,
you
no.
won't let go either.
As far as tackling, no. He ain't gonna do a form tackle at all.
He ain't gonna do it. That's how he lasted so long. He ain't gonna do no form tackling. Nope, it ain't happening. Now, if the receiver's back is turned, he'll hit you. If the receiver's back is turned, but if that receiver's coming at him, oh no.
And if he know he getting beat, what was that? Was that you that told me?
Yeah.
Was that you that told me about Randy Moss? If he knows he gets beat, his hamstring hurt. Or was that? I think that was somebody else. Like his hamstring hurts. Like if he got beat. If he got beat by somebody, oh, my hamstring hurts.
Right, yeah. Like play, yeah. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my hamstring. Oh, my foot, my toe.
And it's all because Randy Moss is like dominating you now.
Yeah, exactly. You can't keep up with him.
And I'm hurt. It's like no, you're slow, Deion. That's what it was.
Yeah, Deion, you ain't the Deion 92?
You ain't prime time, sir. No.
You ain't prime time no more, man.
Doing rap videos with giant chains and a Jerry curl.
I remember that.
The 90s were so awesome. Like,
they
really?
Were, dude.
Giant gold chains, awesome, sunglasses, and an S curl. And sunglasses at night.
At night, looking like he stepped out of a poster of the NWA.
I know, right?
Yeah.
With the Ice Cube Jerry curl. Come on, man.
Man, one of the greatest corners of all time, boy.
Playing for them Falcons, man. Primetime was born for them Falcons.
Wasn't he though?
Yes, he was.
That dude was high stepping, boy. Godly. He started dancing. He done burned everybody. He started dancing at the 20-yard line, all the way in the end zone. It's like, good grief.
And then laugh as he's dancing at you.
Right.
Oh,
man, those are some times.
I know, right? But so we definitely gonna be ready for next week.
Yeah, we're on next week, guys.
We're definitely on next week. We're gonna do At some point, we're gonna do a remote. We've been talking about it for weeks, but it hasn't happened yet. But it's all good though. So
yeah, it's gonna happen. It's in the works. Looking forward to it. It'll be something else. Hey guys, jump on Twitter and look for the Rant Sports and Fitness and Pushing While Black. Please follow us.
Yes.
And Facebook.
And I have a NBA show. I'm doing a co-show with Anthony Joslin of the Push 101. We're doing a NBA show which we do it every Saturday. It just came up today. Like it just got posted today. So check that out and check us out as much as you can, because we're gonna try to do a little bit more shows every week.
That's it. So, and we are excited about it.
Yes, we are. All right, people. Push It While Black out. This is Christian Dean.
And this is Minyon Garrett with the Rant Sport and Fitness. I'm out. Peace, fellas. Deuces.